Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about everything foundation. So think of foundation as a product that will even out your skin tone. It will help create a smooth canvas. And if used properly and blended well, it will help your natural, beautiful skin shine through. But for beginners, I know that foundation can be a little challenging to master. Don't worry, this video is going to answer all your foundation FAQs and show you how to apply it like a pro, even if you're just starting out. But before we actually get into talking about foundation, we also need to look at our skin, and skin prep is really important. There are no particular products that you need to use, but make sure that you're using a good cleanser, which will just help clean out your face, but not dry it. Use a serum to give you instant hydration. And for a moisturizer, I've got two recommendations. This is not sponsored, but for drier skin types, I love going in with the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. This one has got hyaluronic acid and peptides in it. It works on skin types such as dry, oily, or combination, and you only need to use a small amount and apply it all over your face. For my oily skin friends, I would recommend the Laneige Water Bank Gel Moisturizer. This is a very lightweight moisturizer that absorbs quickly into the skin. Again, this one has got hyaluronic acid, and I have tried both of these moisturizers under makeup and they work perfectly. So let's start off with what is foundation. Foundation is a liquid, cream, or a powder product that comes in various shades. This has to be applied to the entire face or to specific areas where you feel that you want to minimize any dark spots, any sort of imperfections that you're not very confident about. And this basically creates a flawless base for the rest of your makeup. If you're going to use the right skin prep products, it can also make your skin look smoother where you don't have texture, and it can also make it look more radiant. Now let's talk about finding the perfect foundation shade. I know as a beginner, I struggled a lot to find my foundation shade, so I'm here to share my experience with you. So the main key to having a very natural look and not having makeup look strange on your skin is finding the perfect shade of foundation based on your skin undertone. And now here's a quick tip. You need to understand your skin tone. Are you fair, light, medium, or deep? And also you need to figure out your undertone. Are you neutral? Are you warm? Are you cool? Or are you olive? Now I have a video which I'm going to link over here, and it's also in the description, and it explains to you in detail about skin undertones, so go watch that one. And once you're done, come back to this video. Another quick tip, but it's not necessarily too reliable, is looking at the color of your veins. Now, if you have a look at your wrist and you can see that you have purple veins, that usually indicates a cool undertone. If you have green veins, that usually indicates you're a warm undertone. And if you're struggling to find out a difference between the purple and the green, it could suggest you're a neutral undertone. Also, many makeup stores offer a shade matching service, or you can even go onto websites now, such as Fenty Beauty or Charlotte Tilbury, and they have try-on features where basically AI will just scan your face and see which could be a possible match. And another tip to find your perfect foundation shade is to always match it to your neck, because I feel that sometimes the face can be lighter, at least in my case. So I like matching it with my neck. The next question I'm always being asked as a professional makeup artist is, do we actually need a primer? I always tell my clients that if ever you are painting your home, don't you apply a primer first to prevent the paint from getting absorbed too quickly into the wall? Most of them answer saying yes. So I basically told them it's the same with your skin. I love using a primer because I feel that it creates a layer between your skin and the foundation. If you use the correct primer base for your skin, it can help smooth out the makeup look. It can minimize the appearance of pores, and some of them can even make your makeup last longer. If you want a glowy skin look, I would suggest the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum. If you want your makeup to last longer, I always suggest the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And if you want your skin to look a bit more plump, I would suggest the NYX Plump Right Back Primer. Now, before I head into the section where I explain how to apply your foundation on your face to get pro makeup artist results, I just realized that I've also been asked whether you should use a concealer before your foundation or after. Now, if you've got blemishes like I do and you've got any hyperpigmentation, I would suggest you go in with a concealer first. A concealer basically is a thicker formulation, so it will help conceal the marks, and it could also mean that you would have to use less foundation, which will make your makeup look more natural. If you want a more natural look, I would suggest applying your foundation first, because it could create an even skin tone, and then use your concealer for targeted spots. Alright, now let's go into the foundation application part. As I said before, we're going to start off with a moisturizer. I'm using the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. Just going to take a small amount. I'm just going to do half of my face with foundation first, and then I'm going to use, and I like to tap this in because this will give you maximum hydration. And I like to give it a few minutes before you go in and apply your concealer or your foundation, just so that we don't have the issue of filling. That's the entire face moisturized. I'm going to go in with the Australis Fresh and Flawless Full Coverage Foundation. The shade that I'm going to be using is Rich Tan. This is the first time I'm trying this formulation, so we're going to see how this looks on my skin. Just going to take some on the back of my hand like I always do. I like to take a few dots and apply it on the cheek first. This is where I've got maximum hyperpigmentation, so that is what I would like to cover first. So on this side, I'm applying foundation first, and then we'll go in with concealer. And then I'm going in with the Danessa Beauty Pinnacle foundation brush, and I'm going to tap the product into the skin. Wow, look at that shade match. This is the perfect brush I feel for foundation because you can see it's triangular, so it can even go underneath the eye and not look too heavy or cakey. Do not forget to blend the jawline and bring that down onto your neck. And on this side, I've got the Australis Flawless Foundation. I generally love applying with a brush because it gives me instant coverage, and it's a bit more than what a beauty blender could offer me, but that's my personal preference. You can also go in with a damp beauty blender. That'll give you a lesser coverage, but again, it depends on your preference. And just a pro tip, I'd always suggest that you apply less before you go in with more product, because if you want a more natural kind of a finish, less is always more. Now, since I've not applied any concealer first, let's go in with some. I'm just going to apply this underneath the eye there. And now for the spots, I just like to do targeted treatment to brighten up the corner of the eye. Don't apply too much because it could crease. And now with the Spectrum A29 brush, it's sort of triangular. I love this brush to blend out concealer. Just gonna pack it in place. And on this side, I've got foundation first, and then I've applied concealer. Let's apply concealer on this side and then foundation. So I'm going to use my Kosas Revealer concealer. Just going to apply it underneath the eye just for some brightening, and again targeted treatment using the Spectrum A29 brush. We're just going to focus on blending that out. Okay, so concealing is done. Now I'm going to go in with the same foundation shade and apply that on the back of my hand. I'm going to apply 3 dots just like the other side. Then I like to put the remaining on the brush. This is something I've started doing. And then pat the product onto the cheek. And then with whatever's remaining on the brush, I like to go outside onto the rest of the clear skin. Apply some on the nose, and with any remaining product on the brush, just blend that everywhere onto the skin. On this side, I've got concealer first and then foundation, and this side has foundation first and then concealer. Can you spot any difference on the sides? Let me know that in the comments. Hang on, wait a minute, don't leave just yet. You need to set your makeup. So in order to make your foundation last longer, you're gonna have to set it out with setting powder. Now once you've looked into the mirror and you're happy with your foundation application, take your foundation brush again and just blend out any product that's sitting in any lines. This is all natural, everyone has lines. Blend all that out before setting it with powder. This is essential, otherwise you're going to set your crease lines and it's not going to look great. And then for powder, I've got a few recommendations. I'm going to link all the products in the description below. In no particular order, I love the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Banana Bread Powder. Very finely milled. It gives you a bit of a brightening effect and it sets your makeup for the entire day. For anyone with a drier skin type, I would always suggest the Nikia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Setting Powder. This one is pretty finely milled as well, and once you set, you can just forget about it. I also have a 15% discount on this product, so I'm going to link everything in the description below, and if you use my code, I do make a small commission which helps to support this channel. And then finally, for my oilier skin type friends, I've got the Kimchi That White Powder. This one has instant blurring effect on the skin. You'll be able to see my review in the shorts that I've created, so head down to that playlist. But for today's video, I'm going to use the Nikia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Setting Powder since I'm a drier skin type. And I'm going to go in with this Home Beauty number 2 brush. I've already got some powder over here. Take it on the brush. Make sure you're tapping out the excess. And now I like to set the under eyes first. Just look up a bit and apply it. Then I get some creasing on the forehead, which I'm going to set right now. And you can see how it has blurred out the skin. And then finally, I've got some issues on the crease lines there. I like to set that in place as well. And these are the usual areas that I like to set. I don't bake my face because again, I'm a dry skin type, so I particularly don't need it. And there you have it. With just these few simple tricks and tips that I've mentioned in the video, you can achieve a flawless finish. Remember that you can always experiment. Remember, practice makes perfect. I did not get here that easily. I've been trying and experimenting a lot, and this is how I finally got my foundation to look. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you really liked it, please hit the like button, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell because that will let you know when my next video is going to come out. And I will see you soon. Bye.